So we did an article recently where over Memorial Day weekend, 58 people got shot in Chicago.
All right.
You heard about that?
Yeah, I seen something about it. Yeah.
It seemed like every holiday, it's the same shit. It's always like some ridiculous number. You know what I mean? Like high in the double digits every time. Like, why do you think there's so many shootings over the holidays?
Cause man, that's when the people come out, man. That's when you get to catch an enemy coming out trying to be at a barbecue or something, man. You get to catch them, and people like you know, the girls like to come out dressed up on the holidays, so all the dudes come out, and then that's when you catch an enemy. That's how you catch
Yeah,
them.
I think like 4 people got killed, but 58 people got shot.
Yeah, damn.
It's crazy. It seemed like Chicago just keeps having this gun problem over and over again.
Yeah, man, that shit getting worse and worse, man. I thought it was gonna kind of get a little better, man. But that shit getting worse, man, because I feel like we was getting kind of older. You know, we getting kind of older now, man. I thought it was gonna kind of clip, but the younger cats was watching all the shit that we was doing in there. Now the little 13-year-olds is probably about 17, now they doing the shit now.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I remember reading an interview by you, and you were saying how up until you really started to buzz, you never thought that you would ever leave Chicago.
No, hell no, I was just telling your homie that. He was telling me he from Spain. So I'm asking him like, man, where's that at, you know? Like, cause I tell him like, man, I failed world studies, man, cause I ain't really give a fuck what the places that was on the map, because I ain't even expect to leave Chicago. You feel me?
I mean, why is that? I mean, because see, I come from a different type of situation, because I was an immigrant. I moved here from Russia, and you know, my family moved, you know, from Massachusetts, then to California, and then you know, I moved to New York and everything. So I was always the mentality that I was going to be moving around, and you know, like the world was just a place that I was going to explore. I've been to like 30, 35, 40 countries now. Why do you think you and people around you was just limiting yourself just to Chicago?
Man, a regular person don't really like change, man. Nobody really likes change, man. So you do what you comfortable. I was comfortable coming outside on my street corners, doing what I was doing, getting my little money, and going back in the house, man. You know, new shit, kind of like, that's kind of strange. It was kind of strange to me. I felt uncomfortable. Like, even when I go downtown in my own city, like, it's all different type of people, Chinese people, white people, you know. I don't know how to talk to these people. Well, I didn't back when I was, you know, I didn't really know how to communicate with people like that back in the day. So shit, I'd rather be in my own environment where I know the people around me and I know how to talk to them. I know how he think, I know how they think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah.
So when you did start to buzz and you were, you know, having to go outside of your comfort zone and go into other areas, what kind of adjustment was it?
Shit, it was a hard adjustment, man, because everybody that know me know I'm not really a people person, so I kind of had to suck it up, and like I'm not really good at talking to people, so I had to suck it up and kind of learn, like, you know, like how to speak with everybody. You know, I had to learn a lot, Vlad.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember our first interview, it was like pulling teeth with you. It was like I'd ask this long ass question, and you'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, and it'd be like 2-word answers, and it was frustrating. And you know, I mean, but I managed to get a dope ass interview. Like the first few interviews is dope, and they went viral and everything. But I remember, you know, talking to you now, it's like talking to almost a different person.
Yeah, I'm learning, Vlad, and plus, you know, my homie Gates. Man, I be around Gates. You know that man. He don't quit talking, Vlad. So
Right.
I'm learning a little shit off of Gates, man. That's my homie, you know.
Right. Now you had said in a previous interview that at one point you used to get a kick out of hurting people.
Oh, yeah. uh, back in the day, Vlad.
Explain that.
I don't know. I was going through so much in my household, man, Vlad, because my mama was on drugs. And man, I was just going through a lot of stuff, man. And I didn't know how to express myself or I was just like frustrated, angry all the time, man. So I'd go outside, me and a few of my homeboys, we used to do the same shit every day. We used to go outside, probably play a little basketball, go in our neighborhood. If we see anybody we don't know, we just used to like whoop them. We used to do a lot of crazy shit back in the day, man.
I mean, did that make you feel better at the time? Or when you hurt somebody?
Yes, it did, man. I know it's sad to say, but it did, man.
Was it because you were so angry at your current situation that by doing that it was almost a release?
Yeah, I think that's what it was, Vlad. Like even when like what I got locked up I got locked up a lot of times when I was a kid. And like I had to go through the whole probation and all that shit, you know. My probation officers and shit, they tried to put me in a motherfucking some classes. What classes when somebody gotta speak to you? What's that called? They tried to give me a psychiatrist. They tried to give
Anger
me
management?
Yeah, that's what they tried to. They tried to give me a psychiatrist and put me in anger management classes and shit, man. So I had to sit in classes, man, and listen to these people talk. That was some of the worst times of my life.
I mean, do you feel like you learned anything from going through that, or was it just like in one ear out the other?
That shit was in one end, out the other. I want to get back outside to what I was doing, man. My homies and to the money.
Okay. Now you mentioned that your mom was on drugs at the time. What was it, crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah, she did crack. But I don't want to speak too much about that, Vlad, man.
Okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, not going into any specifics about that, how hard was that being a kid, being in that type of environment though?
Yeah, it was kind of hard, Vlad, man. But my sister, she was there. She kind of raised me, and that probably made me the crazy guy that I am today. Cause she was kind of young, and then she was a gangbanger herself, man. So I was getting raised by like my older sister. She was like a big gangbanger. So I was in the streets at a very young age with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do girls really bang like that in Chicago?
Hell yeah, man. That's all
Really?
they do, man. That's all they do.
I mean, do you think that some girls go as hard as the dudes?
Hell yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of them. A girl would shoot you in Chicago, Vlad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy because, you know, when you look at, you know, just female traits, like, you know, like females as a whole, they're not as violent as men. I mean, yeah, you got some people that are, you know, kind of go against the grain a little bit, but females aren't nearly as violent as men as a whole. So what do you think causes females to do that?
Man, I don't know what be going through their brain, man. I know a couple girls in my neighborhood, they will rob you, they'll shoot you, they'll damn sure set you up. So I don't know what's going through their head, man. Shit.
Yeah. You ever get into a relationship with a girl like that?
Not a long-term one. I may have messed with him, had a little fling with him, man. But no, I don't like no girl that's gangster like me. Cause you know I'm kind of chill, Vlad. I'm kind of chill.
Yeah.
I don't like no girl to be. I was just talking about this on my Instagram. Some girl tried to holler at me, and I looked at her bio. Her shit say "Free the guys, free the guys." I don't want shit to do with you. If you talking about free the guys, Ain't no telling who you know, who your cousins and them, who the guys is. In my neighborhood, the girls be getting us into a lot of shit, man. I don't want no crazy gangbanging girl, cause then she wanna start some shit, and I don't like arguing with no broad, and if a broad put their hands on me, man, I ain't the one to be hitting on the broad, but nah, man, you can't put your hands on me and expect to just, you know, me not to put my hands back on you or try to defend myself. So let's say a girl put her hands on me and I had to choke her up and slam her or something, and then she go get her guys or her brother and shit like that, man, nah, I ain't trying to have them problems, cause I do not want to kill nobody or get killed over no girl. That's the dumbest shit. I feel like that's the dumbest shit ever. And a lot of dudes make that mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like when you look at a lot of these situations of guys getting killed and, you know, hurt and so forth, it seems like a lot of times it stems from a girl.
Yeah, and that's what the girls do. They go back to their brother like, he hit me, he choked me. She might got a little mark on her, and she ain't gonna tell her brother what she done did. And at the time, her brother, he don't want to hear nothing. All he want to hear is, oh, he hit my little sister, oh, yeah. You know how that go. That's why if I had a little sister or daughter, don't come to me talking about a dude hit you, because you going to have to tell me what you done did. I'm going to have to get to the bottom. I ain't just going to march out the door trying to go hurt nobody, you know how that, you know? Because I know how girls do.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the thing about hitting a girl, it doesn't matter what led up to it, you always gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's how it is. I don't think like that, Vlad. If a girl hit you, shit, you don't hit her too hard, but shit, you gotta do something to make sure she, like, I'd slam a girl or, like, you know, have to put her in a headlock, finger four or something. You ain't finna keep just swinging off me, getting away with it. Nah.
Yeah, man, I remember a girl out of the blue slapped me at a bar, and I just had to just walk away because it was like,
hell no, I ain't.
No matter what I did, it was gonna end badly. I had to just, you know, it's not like she punched me or hit me with a bottle or nothing, but she slapped me, and I had to, and like the people around was kind of like laughing a little bit, and I had to just take that L and walk away because it was like if I punched her or slapped her, I would go to jail. It didn't matter. It didn't matter that she hit me first.
See, nah. My mama raised me different though, man. My mama told me, if she hit you, you better hit her ass back. But look, I ain't gonna hit her too hard. Or if a girl slap me out in public, man, I might grab a jug of water or something and pour it on her. And shit, I might grab another jug and keep pouring them on her until she get as pissed as I am.
Look, I work with them on Mad. Good guys. Good heart, good guys. Give you the shirt off their back. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence that most of their friends are white and got white wives? They like white women? I mean.
Then they develop envy because they go home. They get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house. They girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.